Hey everybody, it's November 1st, which means it's Lung Cancer Awareness Month, which means it's my birthday month, which means I have license to be annoying, and I don't even care. I don't even care. Anyway, I owe y'all an update. So I remember in a previous video, I told you guys that I was gonna go and get a CT done because I've had one since June. So my oncologist is just, erring on the side of caution and wanted to make sure that we don't miss any steps here. So I had that CT done this week and the results came back unremarkable, which is great news. Very, very excited to hear that, especially given everything that's been going on lately with the PETs and the lymph nodes and all the things. So really, really was happy to see that those results were unremarkable. However, I should have known that it was not going to go well because I only drank 1 bottle of water before I went in there to get this CT, and they have to give me an IV. If I don't drink at least 2 bottles of water, typically my vein is like, I'm not going to come out today. I'm not going to do it. So yes. Of course, I get in there and I'm laying on the table or whatever because she get ready to put me into the CT machine, and she goes to get Old Faithful. And so, needle goes in and I'm like, doesn't feel great. And then she starts to try to flush it with saline, and I'm like, I don't think that's hitting like it's supposed to be hitting. And she's like, yeah, I don't think that's right. So she's like, all right, don't worry. So she disappears and she comes back. Now, mind you, I'm still laying on the table with my arm out, and I'm like, I just don't think this is gonna go well. So I already have trepidations and fear, oh God, am I gonna be a pincushion? What is she about to do? Is she gonna use a small vein like they did that one time? I'm terrified. So anyway, she comes back and she has this scanner thing, this or whatever. And I'm like, is that a stud finder? And she was like, I've never heard it called that before. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, that's a human stud finder. You're looking for a vein. That's so cool. So ended up finding a vein that literally kind of runs parallel to the vein that I normally use, Old Faithful. So she found a big juicy vein right next to that one, plugged right into it, and was able to do the whole CT, and it wasn't even painful or anything. And I was just like, first of all, hooray for human stud finders. Second of all, I'm very, very happy that she wasn't able to catch Old Faithful, because I had been in the back of my mind worried about what I was going to do when that vein gave out, because that is literally the only super visible vein that I have, where every time I get blood work done, every time I get a CT done, anytime I have anything that requires a needle or blood, it's coming from that vein. So when it gives out eventually, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where these people are going to try and take blood from me from, but I was freaking out. So now I know that hey, if y'all having trouble with the main vein, use the stud finder and find the big one that's next to it, because there's one next to it now. So that is really good news. So anyway, it's Lung Cancer Awareness Month. These are the things we go through. I don't want a port. I know people are like, get a port. I'm like, I really just don't want a port. If you don't know what a port is, it's sort of a little, it's literally a port, and it sits under your skin and it just stays there. So whenever they need to do chemo or whenever they need to take blood, they just go right into that little port, and it's directly connected to your vein. I don't want that thing. I am very happy not having that, and I am super grateful that we found another vein so that maybe I don't need to get that anytime soon. So fingers crossed. But anyway, just want to give you guys an update. Happy November. I am definitely going to be rolling out a whole bunch more content and a whole bunch more promotions and things for Lung Cancer Awareness Month. So be ready. And if you're annoyed, that's too bad. But yeah, be prepared to see me all month long. All on your FYP. Or all on your main page, or all on your wall, whatever it may be. Just be prepared to see me. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, love y'all, and I will be back with updates and more things soon. That's a promise.